Thousands of excited college kids will be back in Lubbock soon, and the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission is reminding them and the bar servers out there to act responsibly. I'm Brian Mudd.
I'm Lauren Motter. Local bars and restaurants have been cited for dozens of violations since the start of last school year. And KAMC Ryan Chandler looked at those records and brings us what he found.
Well, all it takes is a walk down Broadway on any mid-August night to realize what they're talking about. From fake IDs to overserved patrons, the TABC makes it their priority to prevent the riskiest behaviors. And they've come down hard on numerous bars in our area for breaking the rules multiple times recently. Here's what they're watching and how they'll enforce the rules this year.
Even a single violation is enough to have tragic consequences on a life.
TABC citing Lubbock businesses 35 times in the last year for alcohol violations. The most frequent offender, Kongs. They were caught twice for serving minors and again for consuming alcohol after hours.
And when that happens, TABC's role is to hold that bar accountable.
Some bars facing big fines. Buddy's on 50th was fined more than $7,000 for serving to minors twice. Lone Star Oyster Bar hammered with $4,000 for an intoxicated employee. This long list is why TABC will be ramping up enforcement as students return.
Certainly the number of violations we record is going to be higher in those areas where we have, major colleges and universities such as Texas Tech. So one of the things that TABC does regularly, particularly as we get closer to the back to school time frame, is we'll station agents outside of a bar as the bar is looking at IDs as people enter the premises.
It's more security with more safety in mind, reminding all servers and students to stay safe so they can come back the next weekend.
Keeping your customers safe itself has the added effect of keeping the business safe and helping the business to remain successful. For young people who are coming out to Lubbock to celebrate at the beginning of the new year, drink responsibly and make sure you always have a plan to get home safely and avoid situations where you're putting yourself in unnecessary risk simply to have a good time for a single evening.
Chris also tells us that next week, TABC will be announcing some back-to-school operations. Those include monitoring bar entrances for fake IDs, even sending minors into bars to try to buy a drink. That increased enforcement will last until mid-September.